Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Retaliation here in Kansas City, Missouri. And first up, we have the opening contest, and it is for the Skill Championship. JD McDonagh sent a message towards Matt Connors a few weeks back to make it set assured that he has Matt Connors' number and that he's going to end his 276 days as 276 days as skill champion for this reign. JD McDonagh likes to call himself the Irish Ace, and he wants to make sure that tonight he is not just leaving an impact on the roster. No, he wants to leave an impact and send shockwaves throughout the entire locker room of all three brands, and make sure the fans know his name is JD McDonagh. He's beaten Matt Connors before in one hell of a match at the beginning of the month there. Now he's looking to do it again and take away with Matt Connors loves, and that is the Skill Championship. Speaking of Matt Connors, here comes your Skill Champion, the explosive Matt Connors. The last time we came on pay-per-view, it was for Ground Zero, and Matt Connors placed the Skill Champion on the line in a five-way ladder match against four of the best high flyers in the industry, and Matt Connors ended up somehow with the odds highly stacked against him, retaining the Skill Champion. And as you see today, today marks day 276 if he walks out as Skill Champ. If he walks out, let's try this again. If he walks out of the building tonight, still your Skill Champion, that will be for 276 days. And my God, what a reign it has been for Matt Connors. He won it all the way back at WrestleMania, and he just simply needs to go for like 3 more months, and he would have the full year mark once again. But JD McDonagh stands in his way right now. McDonagh is one of the very few people that has that seems to have Matt Connors' number. We have from Dublin, Ireland, JD McDonagh, the Irish Ace. And then we have his opponent, the Skill Champion representing the CWO from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, explosive Matt Connors. Ever since Connors won the Skill Champion in his first reign back in his rookie year, he has made that title mean something. I believe this is just his second or third reign with the Skill Champion, and every time he gets that champion, he puts it on for a lengthy ass reign. But JD McDonagh is looking to end it. Can the twisted, manipulated mind of McDonagh get in the head of Connors once again? Can these two put on the same magic they put on the beginning of the month? Connors looking for the high flying. The kick there, and McDonagh catches him and goes for the rebound off forearm smash. Kick to the lower back there. McDonagh taking control over the champion, just like how he did in the match at the beginning of the month there with NRT. Connors seems to have McDonagh scouted this time, but he seems to be making the same mistake as last time and taunting to the fans. instead of focusing, on the match, McDonagh slowly torturing the champion. Kross slowly losing the champion here. If McDonagh keeps going the way he is. Kross looking to bring McDonagh to the outside. This is where Kross did the most damage the last time out. Ref starts the count. Kross. What the hell is Kross doing? What the hell is that? And how is JD McDonagh just randomly back up? Well, no, Poison Rana just casually throws out a Poison Rana. This is why he is the skill champion. He seems to have way more ability than anyone else in that locker room. The skill champion, it's mainly meant for like a not only a cruiserweight champion, but it's mostly meant for high flyers. And man, this is why Matt Kross places that champion on the map. For stuff like that too. He just throws out random high flying moves as if it's just nothing. He makes Ricochet look like nothing. Okay, if Kross somehow retains the titles, retains the skill champion at the end of this, we need a Matt Kross Will Ospreay match. We need a Matt Kross Will Ospreay match. And WrestleMania is around the corner. It's in September. So, I mean, Kross Ospreay, you cannot tell me you want that match. You don't want to see that match. We've seen Kross and Ricochet, somewhat. This Ricochet was in that 5-way match at Ground Zero. These two just going back and forth with each other now. McDonagh trying to fight back as he goes to the ropes. Kross ducks under. Another springboard above, and a hip toss. Going for the cover to retain the scale champion. 1, McDonagh kicks out. McDonagh now trying to fight back, trying to get back into this match. Not allowing the scale champion, Kross, to fight back and a knee to the face. Looking for a moonsault of his own. But Kross ran out of the way, and Kross looking to show him how it's doing the springboard bulldog. Kross now taking advantage over a weakened McDonagh. Going for an armbar. And just enough to add some damage, but let's go with the hold immediately. Now McDonagh in the cover. 1, 2. And McDonagh kicks out. Rolls to the outside for some recovery. Kross not allowing him to breathe as he goes to the top rope. But McDonagh has Kross scouted. In the match, beginning of June there. Wrenching that arm on the outside. McDonagh using the outside to his advantage. As he brings Matt Kross into the stair steps and a leg drop to the back of the head. Sending him to the barricade. Refs at a 4 count, now at a 5 count, just about, and Rosamando drop kick to the lungs, chest area. Refs at a 6 count. JD's gonna head back in the ring and hit the top turnbuckle and gets him with a clothesline off the top rope. And the count is restarted. McDonagh brings Kross to the other side. Kross now cannot seem to find a counter for that move. McDonagh trying to bring Kross back into the ring, but drop kicks him in the back of the head. Rams Kross' face into the steel turnbuckle, into the steel post. Kross trying to fight back. Reps at a 7 count. With this end in a count out. If it ends in a count out, Matt Kross immediately immediately retains the skill champion. 8 count now. Kross to the outside to restart the count. And McDonagh had it scouted. And he woke up nearly immediately. He saw something flying and was like, nope, that ain't hitting me. McDonagh wants to bring us back to the ring. Let's get Kross. Calling Kross up. What is McDonagh thinking here? Trying to go for springboard. Couldn't connect. But gets the DDT instead. Trying to weaken Matt Kross. There's a headbutt. Looking to finish Kross off. Cover. What is Matt Kross eating for breakfast? Because whatever he's eating, that is not human. He kicked out before the 1 count. Kross trying to fight back. Trying to not allow JD McDonagh to take away his skill champion. These two put on a heat of a match so far. With the arm, wrenching that arm back with the arm bar again. McDonagh trying to make sure Kross doesn't get the advantage here with looking for some kind of reverse suplex. Ducks under, picks him up. McDonagh looking to finish Kross off here. 1, 2, and Kross kicks out at 2 and morphs into JD McDonagh. Kross going to the outside to catch his breath, which I mean, I don't blame him. You're hanging on to your skill champion there by a thread. Kross reverses the suicide dive by McDonagh. As McDonagh was trying to catch it from surprise. But Kross brings him into the ring. Slams McDonagh back down. Goes for the armbar once again. Wrenching that arm back. Using some ground control damage here for JD. Weakening the body. Going for the cover on McDonagh. McDonagh kicks out of the 1 count. Keeping this match alive. Adding some more ground control here. Attacking the body. The lower body of McDonagh. Kross. Suplex there. McDonagh cannot seem to get anything going. Once he gets something going, Kross has the right answer back. And there's the snap double hooks. Reverse suplex, I think it's called. I don't really know. But Kross heading to the top rope. Don't really care what's called. This is Kross' home base here, the top rope. That's where Kross is the most comfortable. And if JD can avoid being down, especially on the mat, or while Kross is on the top rope, or even just avoid allowing Kross or the top rope, it's the best option. But JD looking to steal Kross' move, and it did not answer. As Kross seen it coming with the 450 splash, going for the knee to the face. McDonagh had an answer there. These two, like I said, these two have each other scouted, not allowing the other one to gain the upper hand. You can tell it's starting to get heated here. It's the finishers and then the signatures, and these are just slipping and sliding across each other, knowing exactly when to counter the other one's moves. JD on the apron, trying to catch his breath, but Kross is not allowing that to happen. McDonagh trying to use the announce table for coverage, but just stood there and caught Matt Kross as he went back down with Kross with another amazing agility move, and then just brings Kross back down, snapping back down to reality with a hell of a kick to the face. Refs at a 3 count. What's JD looking for you? Using those legs. The cloverleaf. Looking to make Kross tap. And Kross taps out. It was too much pain for Matt Kross. And JD McDonagh snaps the 297 days, was it? Yeah, 276 days as champion. It's over. And JD McDonagh is now your new skill champion. The Irish Ace is now on top. He sent a message at the beginning of May, in the beginning of June, and now he sent a message once again as JD McDonagh was the only one who seemed like to have an answer for Matt Kross. The second time he took the belt away from him. We're starting Retaliation off with a bang. It's one of the longest reigning champions currently is over. The reign of the Irish Ace has just begun. This next friendly contest is for the Defendence World Championship! And it's scheduled for 1 fall rules. Randy Orton, the 14-time World Champion and one half of the Defendence Tag Team Champions. The other half of the Defendence Tag Team Champion, Jacob Graves, is putting on his Mercenary title on the line later on in the night. But right now we focus on Randy Orton, the 14-time World Champion, looking to get his 15th World title as he's about to go one-on-one with the Defendence World Champion, Johnny Gargano. Gargano won the Defendence Champion back at the final showcase as he defeated Willow. It's back on April 8th, I believe it was. So, 2 months ago. A little over 2 months ago now. And Orton is looking to be the first challenger for that title. When Gargano fought Edge on Defendence a few weeks back, that match was meant to be like to showcase, to basically show that Johnny can hang with the, and I quote, hang with the big boys, quote. But he lost to Edge. Obviously, Edge is more experienced than Johnny. Just put that out there. And now he's going against another veteran in the industry, and that's Randy Orton. A man who's headlined a few WrestleManias, 14-time World Champion, and had countless memorable matches with John Cena and Triple H and Batista. Not the point. The point is, John Gargano's the world title. And let me just say that title looks damn good on him. I'm not gonna lie, it looks really good on him. But yeah, John Gargano's the world title. It's his first big time match, especially in the title defense match, and it's against Randy Orton. I'm just saying, it's not looking good for Johnny. At the same time, we don't call him the Rebel Hulk for no reason. At the same time, we don't call Randy Orton the Viper the Legend Killer, or the Viper for no reason. So, this match is going to be interesting, to say the least. Very interesting. Yeah, it's just Orton's very familiar with the situation. Gargano, not so much. I mean, he's won the North American title. He's won the NXT title twice. He's won the North American title twice, I think, too. So he's somewhat familiar. He's also a tag team champion several times. But in, like, the Defendence World title, that's completely different opportunity, different picture here. Yeah. If Johnny wants to walk out of this and be champion for more than actually have at least a successful title defense, he needs to win. He needs to showcase everyone why he is called the Rebel Heart. Because Orton is not going to go down easy. He's going to fight to the very end. And let's hope Johnny does too. This is the Defendence Champion there. Matt, the ref, is signaled for the bell. Here we go. Orton Gargano, Defendence World Champion, super kick by Gargano, looking to take down Orton quickly. Oh god, Orton has resiliency. This match is going to be interesting. I believe Gargano should have it too, so it should be an interesting matchup. Orton down in the mat. Knowing Orton, this is probably a strategy that he has planned. Allowed the smaller guy, John Gargano, to go all out, crazy and waste all his energy on the match, and then use his experience to take out Gargano. But it seems like that strategy that I've came up with on the spot is not going to be the one Orton has. What's Orton thinking of? As he's pulling out all the stops right out of the gate against Orton. But Gargano runs down Orton and a kick to the chest area. Drop kick to the back of the head. Gargano trying to find the best place to attack the Legend Killer. Springboard maneuver. We've seen a lot of those in the previous match. Orton now taking up Gargano and slamming him to the mat there as he gets to the elevated neck breaker. Bring him up and a sidewalk slam to the face. No. I mean snake eyes. No, it's not. That's a neck breaker there. Orton picking his moments to tear apart Gargano. But Gargano trying to fight back against Orton. Some strong punches, another kick. This one just makes, besides him falling down at the back, he just loses his balance. Like Johnny's weakening the leg of Orton. Kick to the face. Gargano running Orton to the corner. He's aiming for a drop kick to the back of the head with a seated Orton in the center of the ring. Orton trying to come back here. Goes for another neck breaker as he takes down Johnny. Okay, honestly, what's with Randy Orton and all these neck breakers in his repertoire? That's like 5 neck breakers in a row. Like you, Randy Orton, you have like 21 years in the business. You should have more than just neck breakers in your repertoire. Okay, that's a suplex. We're getting somewhere else. Orton's calling for it. Picks up Johnny and slings him across the top rope. Some punches to the face. Johnny looking to retain the Defendence Champion as he does his kicks out there. Rolls out of the ring. No, Orton heading to the top rope. We barely see Orton ever on the top rope. And that is why, because Johnny had us scouted. He doesn't go to the top often, but when he does, he usually gets countered. Because he doesn't go to the top often. Johnny with a drop kick. Not drop kick. A stomp to the chest area. Orton now. Experience coming an advantage over Gargano. Tagging, using the knee across the damaged head from one of the neck breakers earlier in the match. 6 count. Gargano does have the championship advantage since this is for his title. To the ropes now. Orton, Luthez press, brings down Gargano. Seems like we're gonna have a new Defendence Champion with the looks of it, but Gargano trying to fight back here, trying to give it everything he's got. The combo, attacking the lower back now. Not allowing the Viper to breathe, with a good plan from Gargano there. Orton seems to have Johnny scouted. Seems to watch the clips from him back in NXT. And Gargano lost everything from that code breaker. Trying to get back up. Trying to find his balance. Trying to find his focus once again. Brings Orton to the corner. Looking for the snake eyes to the middle of the turnbuckle. And it connects. Looking for the Gargano escape. But it's going to be a rope break. He didn't realize that he was that close to the ropes and suicide dive! And it completely misses Orton. As Orton had it scouted, or somewhat scouted, and just, moved. Just walked out of the way. Another stomp to the chest of Orton. Johnny using those kick pads as he's just slapping them across the chest of Orton. Gargano finally using his quickness to his advantage. He's dodging everything Orton's starting to give to him. Orton now. No, back and forth. Charge clothesline. Took down Orton now. Gargano attacking the arms. Which is a smart move, because if he can't use his arms, he can't go for the RKO, which he almost did there. Nearly got the RKO. DDT by Orton. To the ropes. Look. Orton's one of his vintage Orton there with that sidewalk slam too, and Gargano kicks out. Stays in it. Holds on to his championship for a little bit longer. Snaps Orton out of nowhere with that suplex. Gargano and a springboard DDT to the apron. The hardest part of the ring gets smashed across the head of Orton. Ref starts the count as these two go out on the outside, but Orton doesn't want to stay out here much longer. He knows the only way to finish this is inside the ring. But Gargano looking to come out of nowhere with a Gargano escape. In front of the ropes. Is Orton gonna tap? And Orton taps out in front of the ropes. And Johnny Gargano is still your Defendence World Champion. Johnny stayed in it to the end and surprised Orton out from out of nowhere and successfully retained the Defendence World Champion. He shocked the world, and did not allow Randy Orton to get his 15th world title. And Johnny's reign continues for just a little bit longer. The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall, and it is for the NRT Women's Championship. a few weeks ago, Tegan Nox called out. Oh, somewhat called out. More like showed up in the middle of nowhere and just sarcastically congratulated Liv Morgan on a match and made her intentions clear that she is the next, that she wants to be the next contender for the NXT Women's Champion. And since Liv Morgan has held that champion since, well, WrestleMania, so that's 276 days again for Liv Morgan, Tegan Nox wants to be the one to knock Liv down a pedestal. To give the NXT Women's Champion, to give the NXT Women's Locker Room a new leader. Because frankly, Tegan said that she's only been there for a short time, but she's already grown sick of Liv Morgan's attitude in the back. And how she treats everyone else, and how she believes she is the greatest woman in that NXT locker room. Especially since she has been champion for so long. Well, Liv must have something because why else would she be champion for? Assuming she walks out of here as the women's champion for 276 days. Well, and also win a triple threat match between Io Shirai and Kaylee Ray or Apple Fire at WrestleMania last year. She's got to have something. And I believe, and also go against, no, I was like, and go against Britt Baker. No, that was Youngblood, I think. But Tegan Nox, coming from Wales, is the contender. Liv Morgan from New Jersey is the champion. The NXT Women's Champion. Holding it since WrestleMania. Placing on the line once again. If she walks out of here tonight, basically, whoever walks out of here tonight, Liv Morgan or Tegan Nox, as the NXT Women's Champion, they are nearly guaranteed to go into WrestleMania Champion. Because the next pay-per-view is the Royal Rumble, and then it's the Elimination Chamber, and then it's WrestleMania. So, whoever walks out here as the Women's Champion is very likely to be holding it until WrestleMania. And Liv Morgan coming out of the gate with the shotgun drop kick. With Tegan, see him coming. Liv using the springboard. Handstand takedown. Handstand head scissor takedown, and just dragging Tegan Nox across the ring. Jesus. I know Liv Morgan's kind of gotten into like a heel turn of sorts, but what the hell happened? Tegan Nox trying to not Liv back, but Liv looking to just end this match quickly with a. But you can't, even if Tegan did tap out, it doesn't do anything on the outside, because one, tap outs, it's not a false continuum match, and two, championship advantage, which Liv Morgan has. It seems like Tegan Nox, but the looks of it so far, only like 2 minutes into this match, it's gonna be a fight for her life in this match. Avoids the reverse heel kick. A hooked reverse suplex. Tegan now trying to literally fight her way back into this match. Going for that suplex again. Belly to back. Tegan brings Liv to the corner. Some wicked right forearm. A drop kick to the chest area. Can't really see what's going on because the ref's in the way. Kept up by Liv and gets right back down with a rolling forearm smash by Tegan, and an execution there by Liv, and with the rope break, Tegan was able to break it up. Liv believes she has this match already somewhat won, in a way. She was seen partying and being happy that she's taken a toll on Tegan Nox here. She's choking her with the top rope. Now with the springboard, misses the springboard there. But Liv throws, taking the rope, ducks under, it tosses her across. Karrion taken up now. Liv giving everything she's got. A charge clothesline, heading to the middle rope. Now Tegan goes down with a short tackle. Liv now trying to possibly pave her way to WrestleMania as the NXT Women's Champion. A toe drag. Trying to keep her balance, she walked across her. Tegan trying to fight back here. Trying to come back to this match. Luthez pressed by Liv Morgan. Going for the quick cover here. Tegan, 1, 2, almost a 2 count, but Tegan Nox kicks out. Tegan trying to going for the knee attack there. Double leg drop to the midsection of Liv Morgan. Going for the suicide dive. And Bayley gets it. She just had enough steam left in the tank. And Tegan Nox is feeling it. She's starting to think she's back in this one. Starting to think she's back in this match. Going for the Shining Wizard on the outside. But the only way, but she knows championship advantage is a thin, and she can only win this inside the ring. Going for the cover. 1, 2, and Liv Morgan kicks out at 2. The Shining, she wasted too much time by doing the Shining Wizard on the outside, as Liv Morgan throws Tegan to the outside. Now Liv watching Tegan and completely miscalculated that move, as only the tip of Liv's feet were able to knock down Tegan there. She completely miscalculated her ability, her ability and her range. So now Tegan and Liv are battling out on the IOA. Ducks under, going for the full-on smash again. After the 5 count. 6 count now. Tegan knows championship advantage. If this ends in a counter, Liv Morgan automatically retains the champion, and she does not want that to happen. Brings it back into the ring here. To the corner. Trying to elevate Liv, but Liv reverses and brings Tegan to the corner. Drop kick to the seated Tegan Nox. Going for submission. Nope, Tegan Nox had his... These two going at it. For the NXT Women's Champion, Tegan Nox from Wales. Liv Morgan from New Jersey. Two people from completely different sides of the world, fighting to be crowned World Champion of the NXT Women's Division. And we've seen in the past of how prestigious that NXT Women's Champion is this main event WrestleMania before, or somewhat main event WrestleMania before, main evented several weeks in a row, especially with Kaylee Ray and Toni Storm going at it in the early days. Well, by early days I mean last year. Tegan Nox goes down with the 201 facebuster. Going for the cover now. 1, 2, and Tegan Nox stays in it. Just keeping that fire alive. Tegan not allowing Liv to have her number, but Liv seems to be trying to get her number here. Indeed, she's got the 201 facebuster connected. Oh, the obliviation can come out of nowhere. Just keep an eye for it. But Tegan now gets rammed down the back of her head. What's Liv looking for? Calling Tegan up. Liv's on the top rope here. Going for a springboard. Scoop slam by Tegan Nox. Picks up Liv Morgan. Runs out to the turnbuckle. To the corner again. Trying to elevate again. But this time, going for the ramming rear end in the corner. But Tegan had it scouted. Tegan brings Liv to the ropes. Trying to use the ropes to her advantage. And with an elevated stomp to the chest. And follow away slam. Connects. Now, is she looking for it? Is she looking for the shining wizard? Or should say the shiniest wizard? Shiniest wizard connects. But she's not going for the pin. Why? Why in world is Tegan Nox not going for the pin? Not going to win the NXT Women's Champion right now? She had her dead to rights. Another follow-away suplex. Tegan Nox bringing it back to the outside. Jumping elbow drop to Liv Morgan connects. Brings it back into the ring. Now Liv trying to keep her dreams of headlining another WrestleMania alive. And the fireman's carry, then slammed Liv Morgan to the mat. Looking for another shiniest wizard. Connects. Cover to win the NXT Women's Champion. 2, 3, and we have a new NXT Women's Champion. And her name is Tegan Nox. 275 days as the NXT Women's Champion is Liv Morgan won it back at WrestleMania. She's just lost it now to Tegan Nox here at Retaliation. Tegan Nox thought her dreams of winning championship gold was over when she lost to Dakota Kai in the middle of May. But it seems like her scratching and clawing and somehow getting into the head of Liv Morgan by sarcastically by coming out at the end of her match seemed to have worked. Because now Liv Morgan is now on top, not Liv Morgan, Tegan Nox is now on top of the NXT Women's Division as she joins the likes of Kaylee Ray, Elbafire, Toni Storm, and Liv Morgan, as she is the fourth one to carry that NXT Women's Champion in the likes of some very lengthy ass reigns and some very memorable matches and rivalries. Now what's in store for Tegan Nox? We can only wait and find out. The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall, and it is for the Mercenary Championship. See, this match is interesting because this match, it could have been a double title match. It could have been for the 0-Hour World Champion. But instead, it's just for the Mercenary Champion, which is kind of good news for Karrion Kross, because he is the reigning defending 0-Hour World Champion. And Yeah, it sucks for him. He doesn't have the championship advantage in this match. But that's what's good for him. In case he does lose this match, he doesn't lose his title. Basically, that's just a little bit added pressure to Kross, because if he defeats Jacob Graves, he will become the second person to hold 2 titles at once. It's, well, technicality, yeah, second person. But currently, at this moment, he would be the only one, because Jacob Graves kind of put Alex Young on the IR list for a few months because he torn his Achilles. So he's me out for a while, and who knows when Alex Young's coming back. What sucks, which takes a big toll on basically the GMs for both the leader and game and plus GMs of AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and TNA or Impact, because they have no world champion at the moment. Because their world title is with Alex Young, and he's on the IR list. So Kross, if he wins this match, he could be, the Mercenary Champion for Defendence, and then the world title for 0 Hour. So, kind of a bit of pressure on Karrion Kross, but Karrion Kross wants to bring Doomsday to Defendance as well. So see Warren, Jacob Graves, the Doomsday is coming, with Jacob Graves responding by saying it's an open invitation, and I'm always prepared to fight. Especially, oh no, just though Jacob Graves is holding the titles, but technically he wins 10 titles, it does not count. But that's saying Jacob Graves is always open to fight, and especially for the Mercenary Champion, which he currently has at the moment. Is the last time he held that Mercenary Champion, he went on for a pretty lengthy reign. You could see at the end about Alex Young, which he defeated in about the middle of May there, when he sent Alex Young's IR list. Is he defeated Alex Young's, what was it, 270 something days? No, 393 days. 93 or 92. 392 days as Mercenary Champion was Alex Young. And Jacob Graves, he plays an end to that. And he just tosses the titles. And Graves wants to put it at 390, his own 392 reign for the titles of his own. Well, for the Mercenary title. But he is going against Karrion Kross. And Karrion Kross is one of the longest reigning NXT champions in history. And just so happens to also be the 0 Hour World Champion. Which doesn't look good for Graves, but that's what Graves is. Experience? We can go with experience, especially in weakening the legs. Graves like, I don't want to give the title up already, but considering I just won it back after a long time, I just won it back. And Karrion Kross, my first challenger, and I gave him an open invitation to come against me, and I am doing it. Karrion Kross, Jacob Graves were just seen. And there's the Mercenary Champion right there. Raising up high. Kross, Graves, ref. Signals for the bell. Here we go. Kross coming out of the gate with a clothesline. With Graves, a technician brawler, as he came up with his own style of combat, especially when he has you down in the mat, he will weaken you until you tap. But when you're up in the ground, yeah, that's the thing. when you're up on your feet, he's a heavy grappler. I'm gonna go for the submission early against Kross. Kross now trying to come back into this one. Brings Graves to the ropes. Bear hug and tosses Graves. Big toss. As he woo! Graves just got like leverage to the outside. Graves does have the championship advantage. Drags Karrion Kross to the outside. With a foot DDT. As he's attacking the feet early. But you know anything about Jacob Graves' moveset, especially his finishing maneuver with the Achilles lock, it's once you get that, once he has it locked in, it's tap or snap. Seems like for Alex Young, it happened to be both. And Karrion Kross is hoping he doesn't have the same faith. Kross trying to fight back against Graves. Levered him with that clothesline. Trying to gain some momentum in the corner. But Graves got up quickly. And trying to keep Kross on the mat. Because two things happen when Kross is on the mat. One, Kross can't do any damage. Two, Graves can weaken you until you tap. There's the drop kick to the legs. It's the beginning of the end for Karrion Kross, perhaps. And there's the Achilles lock. This match is over. Or at least it should be over. But Karrion Kross is staying in it. He weasels himself out of it. Out of the Achilles lock. Kross seems to have a leg injury as well. But brings his leg up high enough to bring down Graves. Tree of Woe. The Graves knocks out the. Oh, now Kross now come back some heavy strikes. That could have been one of the quickest matches in the Mercenary title history. Could have been, but Kross found a way out of the Achilles lock. And weaseled himself out of it. Graves attacking the legs once again. Going for the high knee again, but couldn't connect. But Graves with the Achilles lock once again. And this time, Karrion Kross taps out. And Jacob Graves holds on to the Mercenary Champion once again. Well, it lasted a little bit longer, but not a whole lot longer. As Jacob Graves is still your Mercenary Champion. One half of the Defendence Tag Team Champions and the Mercenary Champion, as he did pretty quick work there of the 0-hour World Champion Karrion Kross. If he did that to Karrion Kross and put up a pretty good fight against Alex Young, and the only way to put Alex Young away was to legitimately injure him, I can only imagine what he would do to some of the other competitors on the roster if they decide to go for the Mercenary Champion. Only imagine. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Women's United States Championship. After losing the Notice TV Women's Tag Team Champions at Ground Zero, Dakota Kai is looking to seek out some singles gold, as Io Sky is holding the Raw Women's Champion. So she's kind of occupied doing that. Bayley is in the main event against Youngblood, which we'll get to later. So Dakota Kai was like, okay, who can I go after? Tegan Nox is going after the NXT woman, going after Liv Morgan. Can't really do that. So who else is there? There's Alexa Bliss. I mean, I kind of want to be more than, you know, the quote-unquote developmental women's champion. So, Young we're going after Young which Young currently holds 2 titles, the Women's United States Champion and then the Defendence Women's Champion. So she decided to take the easy route and go for the US Champion, which I don't think it's an easy road, because Zoe Stark decided to go for the easy route, and Young was like, okay, let's put both titles on the line instead, because I'm not confident I'm going to beat you, and she ended up beating her anyways. Like, Young, as you can see, Young retained both the titles. As, Young is kind of busy at the moment, going between, NOT, Defendants, being the United States Champion across multiple brands, and then being the Defendants Women's Champion alongside that. And then being part of the CWO every once in a while. So she has her shoes filled. She doesn't really need Dakota Kai peeping her nose into business that doesn't belong to her. Because, as we've seen several times now, Young Ace is on a different level. She's a completely different breed. When Gamer picked her up to be part of the CWO a few years ago, they picked her up, or Gamer and Connors both picked her up for a reason, and this is why. Because Young Ace is not like any other woman you can find in any locker room. No. She is the Ace Factor, quite literally. And she said, and she has it on her as one of her logos as well, that she leaves no doubt in that win, which she absolutely does, and she's going to do it once again as she places that women's United States Champion on the line against Dakota Kai. We have a Canadian against a New Zealander. Neither one of these are from the States, but they're going for the United States Champion. Makes complete sense if you ask me. Woo! Dakota Kai, Young Ace, Women's United States Champion, semi-main event. Young Ace towers over Dakota Kai, and it's a complete, bigger, taller build. But Dakota Kai's been in this industry for quite some time. Never exactly been in a match against, Young Ace. or in fact, never really been in a match for the United States Champion, or against, or even against the Defendants Women's Champion in general, because Youngblood was holding that before Young Ace, and she went on for a long-ass reign and then Young Ace was like, yeah, I wanted some of that gold. And then she won that, and then she went on to win the United States Champion from Zoe Stark. And then she beat Zoe Stark twice more after that. Yeah, so Stark and Ace definitely have some history, but Dakota Kai and Young Ace, I believe, never met before. As they've never exactly crossed paths, but Young Ace avoiding Zoe Stark there. Not Zoe Stark. Dakota Kai there. Last time we seen Dakota Kai was like Ground Zero. And this is like the women's tag team match against the Punk Snows, Cora Jade and Eli Punk. And it's for the tag team champions, but Cora Jade and Eli Punk end up winning those tag team champions in what was the 3rd or 4th match of the tag teams. So kind of leave some damage on Damage Control, if you know what I mean. Dakota heads to the top rope, misses that stomp there. Now Ace running down, just going with the suicide dive, but reconsidered. But She didn't want to leave more damage across her body. Ace now. Forearm smash. Dakota trying to fight back. Trying to get her first taste of singles gold. And if she wins this match, it will be, and it'll be for the, it'll be the Women's United States Champion. Now, Ace with a springboard DDT there, pulling out her inner Matt Carnos there, as we've seen earlier tonight. But unfortunately, the CWO has lost one belt, and they don't really feel like losing another one tonight, so the pressure is kind of on Ace here to not lose another title for the CWO. Oh, Dakota putting down Ace from the middle rope, using her kicks to her advantage. That's one thing Dakota Kai's definitely uses to her advantage, and that's her ability to bring and use kicks anywhere inside the ring. And she just did another one there, choking Ace down, trying to take the breath away out of Ace to lower her stamina. But Ace, with her experience across the indies and inside the NRT and on the channel here, Dakota looking to going for Shining Wizard there. Signs of her best friend or former friend Tegan Nox. 1, 2, and not Liv Morgan. Ace stays in this match, holds on to the Women's United States Champion just a little bit longer. Dakota now trying to stay in this match. Kick to the face. Ace now, top rope. Drop kick to the face. Messiah drop kick knocks the lights out of Dakota Kai. Dakota has no idea where she is. Trying to climb back up here. Trying to figure out where she is. Dakota trying to go for the maneuver again. Go for the double stomps to the face. Couldn't connect. Spinning heel kick. Dakota down. Ace enjoying every second of this, knowing that she has the experience factor in this match. Ace now rolling thunder with the face buster. Going for the cover. 1, 2, and Dakota Kai stays in it. She keeps her dreams of being United States Champion alive. This match carries on to the corner. Elevates Dakota now. Tosses her to the outside. Just reconsidering her options. Calling up. Is she going for the suicide dive this time? To the ropes. No. Couldn't go for it. Trying to taunt. Trying to tease Dakota. But top rope we go. Ace and Swank in a powerbomb. A front flip to the outside. Damages Dakota Kai. Takes her out. She has no idea where she is. Refs at a 2 count. Rams Dakota into the barricade. Face first. Now Dakota, some more kicks to the body. Brent's down. Trying to brand down Ace with a parallel kick to the arm. A hooked suplex. Couldn't do anything. Couldn't go for the pin, considering they're on the outside. Challenger advantage. Refs at a 6 count. Dakota does not want to lose this opportunity, because she does not know when the next time she'll be able to get a championship opportunity. Well, I mean, there's the Rumble coming up, but I mean, the chances of winning the Rumble, you need to outlast 39 other women in order to, go to WrestleMania and to get a big time matchup. Dakota Kai looking to finish it here. The charge kick. Now, perhaps looking to finish off young Ace, but Ace has Dakota Kai scouting. Can I say? Young Ace has been around this block one too many times. For the finisher. The cutter. And into the submission. Trying to make Dakota Kai tap. Is Dakota Kai going to get out of it? Dakota Kai gets herself out of it. Blends down Young Ace. Now Ace to the same corner that Dakota Kai keeps running her to. Ace now reverses Dakota. What's this? Who's coming out? It's Io Sky is coming in to distract Young Ace and to try to help Dakota Kai. With the chair to the face! Io Sky! Io Sky, the Raw Women's Champion, trying to help Dakota Kai win the United States Champion. And Dakota was unable to take advantage of it. Or is she? Chiropractor connects against Young Ace. Cover. 1, 2, and Ace kicks out. Dakota has no idea how. It's quite simple, honestly. You look for that. 1, 2, 3, and Young Ace is still your Women's United States Champion. You try to take advantage. You try to blindside Young Ace, and she surprises you with that running bulldog. And still, your Women's United States Champion, Young Ace. She got her ass whooped, not gonna lie, but she once again left no doubt in that win. Dakota Kai tried finishing off. She thought she had to finish with the chiropractor, but Young Ace channeled everything inside of her. Remembered everything that Connors and Gamer taught her. She kicked out. She stayed in this match and brought out. And when Dakota Kai was trying to argue with the refs, turn around, she got that running bulldog to the face. Next thing she knew, she was looking up at the lights, and that Young Ace holding up the Women's United States Champion. What a match! What a match! The following contest is your main event of the evening, and it is for the Women's Intercontinental Champion. Bayley surprised or tried to sneak attack Youngblood at the end of the match. But Youngblood has the experience, or somewhat experience, and she knows Bayley enough as well to know that ain't gonna happen. And when she spotted Bayley, she instantly knew that Bayley's gonna be the next challenger. And Bayley was the one who introduced the Women's Intercontinental Champion. So if I'm saying she's kind of salty that Youngblood's out of her this long, and she kind of wants the title back, would be an understatement. Because that's what this entire storyline is about. Bayley wants her title back because she introduced it, and she thinks it rightfully belongs to her. And Youngblood is like, yeah, how about no? Because I've been holding this title for well over a year now. I don't know the exact number, but well over a year. And I don't plan on losing it. Because unlike the Defendence Women's Champion, I'm not losing this title. This title is staying around my waist, in my shoulder, and not going anywhere else. And Youngblood made that crystal clear to the entire locker room, and she doesn't plan on losing it. And she wants to make it clear to Bayley, yeah, you introduced the title, but it's staying around my waist. You can bring me to war, which they are about to go to in a few minutes, in the main event of Retaliation. It's for the Intercontinental Champion. So introducing first, representing Damage Control from San Jose, California, Bayley. And her opponent, from Australia. I can't remember where in Australia, but Australia. She is the Women's Intercontinental Champion, Youngblood. I remember I put her from Australia. I can't remember where. Youngblood happily handing the IC title over to the ref. Bayley was like, yep, I'm getting my... Bayley looks determined to win her title back, and Youngblood's like, yeah, this is going to be easy. You know, I defeated Becky Lynch. Bayley got out of that, and considering Bayley's not Becky Lynch, I should be okay. And Youngblood up with the Inseguri early, taking the early advantage. Going some body shots over Bayley. The dodge and everything Bayley has. Bayley's starting to get mad there. End up landing one slap, but Youngblood's using her tactical moves here to wipe out Bayley early. Get it? Wipe out Bayley? Okay, no. Bad joke. And sit in a grounded DDT. She's the leader of Damage Control. Dakota Kai was unable to get the job done. Going for the quick cover here. One count. It's Youngblood. Was able to easily get out of that. The snap suplex. As we're saying, Dakota Kai was unable to get the job done in the previous match, even with the help of the Raw Women's Champion, Io Sky. Just the experience and basically being champion for Young Ace was basically the thing that gave Ace the... Well, I have to do the pun here. The Ace factor over Dakota Kai. Well, technically they're both experienced, but I mean, Dakota Kai's mostly been in tag teams, especially in WWE. She hasn't really been on her own, especially single title matches, even with the help of others. And Bayley's starting to get frustrated here that she can't put away Youngblood. I mean, Youngblood's Youngblood. Does she have a suicide dive? And she does! Flips over the top rope. We have not seen that from Youngblood before. Youngblood chosen to favor the crowd here, but that seemed to not be the right option. Bayley's now taking advantage over a... Now Bayley decided to taunt the crowd, and now she's getting pummeled. Both these people, both Bayley and Youngblood, decided to taunt the crowd and ended up not being the right option here. Back into the ring we go. 7 count. Bayley brings back into the ring. Corner now. Same corner that Dakota Kai absolutely admired in the previous match. Bayley now. Bringing Youngblood down with the drag. Did he attacking the same arm with a stomp? Attacking the other arm with a stomp to the elbow. Then to snap the arm. Cover one. Youngblood kicks out with ease. She's not been champion for this long for no reason. Bayley now, she's trying to keep Youngblood grounded. She knows if Youngblood's grounded, she can't do anything. She can't go for blood money. She can't go for any other moves. Kick to the face, Bayley now. Taunting Youngblood. Not exactly a wise move if I say so myself, but shoulder tackle. Pull back shoulder tackle. Brings Youngblood back down to the mat. Now Youngblood, the same corner. Now the same reversal. Trying to elevate Bayley, but Bayley seen it coming. Now a knee to the face. Now looking good for Youngblood. Was looking for the kicks, but Bayley, the playmaker with the face smash to the mat. Looking to win the IC title. 1, 2, and Youngblood kicks out of 2 to stay in it. Needs to take a lot more damage than that to take out Youngblood. Bayley was looking for Bayley to Bayley. Bayley to Bayley connects. Going for the cover. 1, 2, and Youngblood kicks out. Stays in it. Looking for the elbow drop. Could not connect with it. Perhaps looking for blood money. No. Bayley now taking advantage of Youngblood. Looking for the running elbow drop. Could not connect. Youngblood now. DDT to the face. Attacking the head. That's where Youngblood does the most damage. Especially with blood money. Wrenching that head now. Running it to the outside, perhaps, and she does. Clearing off the announce table. What does Youngblood have in mind for Bayley? What does she have in mind? Placing her across the table. Bayley, it's not looking good for you. Powerbomb. And just dies clash onto the announce table. 3. Refs at a 3 count. Plenty of time for them to get back into the ring, which they do. Cover. 1, 2, and Bayley kicks out. Stays in this match. Youngblood calling up Bayley to finish her off, perhaps. And blood money, center of the ring, going for the cover. Distraction. What the heck's going on? With the run-in. This time using Dakota Kai. Oh, no, not like this. Not like this. Bayley was looking to finish off Youngblood and use the distraction to her advantage, but could not do it. It's Youngblood, seeing it coming. She watched the previous match. Even though she was preparing to go to war with Bayley in this match, she watched the previous match, clearly, and knew that damage control was going to try to interfere somehow. And she had Bayley dead to rights too. Keeps up, 4 count. Ref attacking the legs. Taking a page of the Jacob Graves playbook. Go for the legs. They can't stand up. Going for another knee to the face there. And outside, and outside means Youngblood has the advantage. Based on the rule book, Bring her back into the ring. Bayley has no help now. Now it's like the center of the ring. But gonna go for it again, but unable to do it. Sweeps the legs. Going for it. Bayley looking to finish off Youngblood once again. This time, Youngblood had his coming. Seen it coming again. Middle rope now. Youngblood splashes Bayley. Double kick to the face. Stuns Bayley. Nowhere to go. And blood money! Trying to drag her away from the ropes. Unable to do so. Bayley looking to finish off to possibly become women's champion. Trying to drag her out away from the ropes. 1, 2, 3, and Bayley is your new women's Intercontinental Champion. She finally, Bayley seems to finally be the one to take the title away from Youngblood. What a hell of a match these two had. Both of them brought everything they got. Bayley ended up getting the title that she brought back. She created the title and she wanted the title back and she got it. And you can only guarantee that Youngblood is not going to go down without a fight.